So Call of Duty Vanguard is nothing special and is not worth £60. Let's talk about why that is. The beta for Call of Duty Vanguard is just wrapped up and I managed to squeeze a couple of hours of playtime into the thing. My immediate reaction was just shock. I couldn't believe that they were trying to get away with simply just reskinning Modern Warfare 2019 by adding World War II assets, calling it a day. It's as if Infinity Ward said to Sledgehammer Games, yeah, you can copy my homework, just don't do it word for word. Now there's a couple of things I want to talk about regarding this new Call of Duty title, because I feel like it needs to be said, and I'll try and keep an open mind with the points I'm about to make. My first point is that I think the game is designed from the ground up, and is not meant to be anything special. It almost feels like it's a tech demo, wrapped up in a World War II attire, a tech demo that's aiming to test a few new features like the destruction of walls, just to get feedback for the real game that they're making, and that being Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. Now from a consumer's perspective, it doesn't really make sense to buy a game that's £60 or £75 if you're buying it on next gen consoles, to simply play a game you technically already own, a game that has free access. However, let's think about it from the developer's perspective. Sledgehammer Games no doubt were under pressure for the man up top to pump out a game to meet the yearly title deadline. So it makes sense that we would get a rehashed game without any care put into playability. I think that's why important features like audio and visibility have been so poor within the beta, and that's because they just simply haven't had the time to polish and innovate on those systems. The priority, it would seem, was to reskin Modern Warfare in 2019, call it a day. The lack of innovation is another big reason why this game isn't worth £60. I hate to say it, but remodeling and creating attachments is nothing compared to smart game design. I'm talking about resource consumption such as time and money. It's not hard to create a 3D STG model, which I have no doubt has just had its textures polished up from the previous titles. And when compared to creating a game that's enjoyable and balanced, they just simply don't compare. The lack of innovation when it comes to balance, SBMM, audio improvements and user experience over the whole just screams to me that Vanguard is a title that's not worth playing. It's a game that's designed to test new features for either Warzone or Modern Warfare 2. I believe at least. Now from what I have seen from other large content creators and from the casual player is that they enjoyed the fact that Vanguard was built on the Modern Warfare 2019's engine, as it allowed the game to feel familiar because of the playtime which they've sunk into Warzone. Now the problem with this is that the skill bar doesn't get reset. The players who dominated Warzone will dominate Vanguard multiplayer. It's as simple as that. There are no new game mechanics that require a little bit of adjustment in your playstyle. Normally with Call of Duty, you get some kind of gimmick, either that be a slide cancelling or the dolphin dive. Now, I really had to go back and pull for that example there, but you get the idea. Without any innovation in gameplay, you just get a player base that's familiar with the style of game, and that's going to lead to burnout. You can see it on the faces of top streamers already. They are counting the minutes until either Battlefield 2042 or Halo Infinite drops, myself included. Now, there are other obvious issues that were red flags throughout the beta, which I don't want to dive too deep into because I'm sure you're all aware of them. The big one for me was this gifted new anti-cheat which Activision have been gloating about. The fact that it wasn't being tested within the beta tells me that it's a system that is not ready and will most likely be getting rolled out throughout Vanguard's cycle. I am sure you've seen the footage of hackers running rampant within Vanguard's beta, and it just shows me that this new anti-cheat system is not ready. Other issues such as visibility are another concern which I've seen from the community. Now I am picking a really niche topic here just to use an example, but to me it's as if a web designer has created the most beautiful website, the most glamorous site that has ever touched the face of the internet, and yet has no usability, making the work useless. Alright, so Call of Duty Vanguard is nothing special, and it is not worth £60. Do you agree or disagree? Let us all know in the comments. If you enjoyed the style of content, be sure to leave a like. Dislike if you didn't, that's okay. And consider subscribing if you want to see more of this stuff. I shall see you all in our next video. Take care.